What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. So today's pick a card is going to be on how you knew your specific person in a past life and what the past life karma associated with your connection together is. So we're going to be taking a look into that today, and I'm super excited because this is actually the first reading of this kind that I have done on my channel. So we're just going to take a look and see what comes through for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And all of my information for tips and donations, as well as my Amazon deck wish list, is also available down in the description box below. And with all of that good stuff being said, we're gonna go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the 4 groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with Empathic Starseed, group number 2 with Star Family, group number 3 with Star Ancestors, and group number 4 with I'm Sorry. So go on ahead and take a moment to think of your person and choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each card will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with Empathic Starseed, and the bottom of the card says Energetic Sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, so how did you know your person in a past life? Okay, so first of all, I feel like you guys were very, very close to your person in a past life, okay? Because we have this 10 of Cups here. This is a card about like family and complete emotional safety and security. And if you're with this person, you know, or if you have a tendency to argue with this person a lot, don't get freaked out, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were like maybe family members in a past life, or like you could have been like in a actual relationship, like a marriage of some sorts. But I can see here with the 5 of Flowers, this is kind of giving me the energy of like, dang, they fight like brother and sister, or they fight like husband and wife, that type of thing, or wife and husband and husband, however you whichever way you roll. But I feel like, you know, this was a relationship where the 2 of you both felt very comfortable with one another in a past life, and that might even roll over into this life as well. But in the past life, I definitely feel like you guys were very, very close. Like you guys were like family. And not only that, but like this was a very, very giving relationship. Okay, it's like you were constantly giving to one another in a non-codependent way, basically. And you guys also had a lot of fun together because we have the 3 of Cups. And I just feel like you guys have had like a lot of beautiful times with this person in a past life. But at the same time, I feel like you guys were never hesitant to argue with this person, okay, or like get your point across. It's like both of you had the type of relationship where you weren't afraid to voice your concerns, even if that meant causing conflict, basically. But also I do feel like this was a very empowering connection, a very empowering relationship, because we have this Queen of Flowers, and the Queen of Flowers is not afraid to call somebody out on their stuff and take action when it comes to standing in their power and doing what's right for them, or voicing if they feel like they don't like something or if they're uncomfortable with something. And not only will they voice it, but they are not afraid to actually do something about it. So I do feel like your person was the type of person that encouraged you to be that way, like speak out against, you know, things that you don't like, even if it causes a conflict, even if it causes a problem. And I feel like there wasn't much dishonesty in this relationship, like at all. I just feel like that was like a huge no-no in this connection. Also, I feel like with the 3 of Hedgehogs and the 5 of Hedgehogs, or 5 of Pentacles, I should say, I feel like you guys had to come up with creative ways to make money or something like that, because the 3 of Pentacles or Hedgehogs is all about collaboration and things, and creativity as well. So the 5 of Pentacles kind of following this, like I feel like this is a relationship where you guys might not have had a lot together, like materially, but with the 6 of Hedgehogs being here, that's like you still gave what you could. Like both of you had that type of partnership where even if you didn't have it, or even if you were trying to get by on the bare minimum, it's like you still managed to somehow share with one another. That's why I say this strikes me as like a family type of relationship, or a family dynamic, or even like a marriage dynamic where your person just really gets on your nerves, and you might be constantly arguing with this person. Or, you know, if they were like a sibling or something in a past life, which is not uncommon at all, but like if it was that type of relationship, y'all might have argued a lot and it might have gotten physical, but at the end of the day you still had that very deep and intense connection. I also feel like with the Four of Cups, I do feel like maybe a very powerful lesson or karmic lesson that's being taught in this relationship is that no matter what life holds, or no matter what you guys might experience together, when it's time to move on, or when it's time to have any type of movement or major change in your life, you have to go for it. Like with this is the Six of Swords. This is about actual movement. It could be like moving away. It could be about like traveling. You know, you guys might have some type of destiny to travel together, or even like travel apart, you know, and have that space from one another. Especially if you guys have undergone any type of disappointment in this relationship, or it seems like things aren't really moving in this lifetime between the two of you like that. Spirit is saying like part of the lesson is knowing when it's time to move on, or step back, or take a break from something that's there's not a lot of movement. Like the Four of Cups can be a very stagnant energy, but it could also be an energy of just being bored with life, wanting a little bit more out of life, and oftentimes not seeing that there's more in store for you than what meets the eye. And in order to do that, it's like you have to venture out of your comfort zone with the Six of Swords. And I think that is a very powerful lesson that's being taught here in this relationship, because you might love somebody to the death of you know what I mean, and you just love somebody to death, but with the Five of Cups, it's like you have to still be willing to move away from something that's not working, or something that's bringing a lot of disappointment in your life. So I hope that gives you some comfort if you are in a state of separation with your person. But if that's not the case for you, I just feel like a very powerful lesson that you're meant to learn in this connection is not to be stagnant and not to stay in your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is not always going to be your happy zone, your happy place, if that makes sense. But overall, I do feel like in a past life you guys had a connection where you were both very giving to one another, probably got on each other's nerves like a lot, and you probably had some sort of family dynamic in a past life in this relationship. But I also feel like this is somebody you felt comfortable being your true authentic self with in a past life. And if you feel that way about this person in this lifetime, then this is definitely, you know, your sign. But I do see that there's just this mutual comfort and emotional safety and security that you feel with this person that might not really be able to compare to the ways in which you feel about other people. So that's beautiful, you guys. And I also feel like this person really does encourage you to be very creative, come up with creative solutions. And I do feel like, you know, in past lives you guys might have collaborated on some sort of creative projects in order to make some type of money, or to just even try to make ends meet, you know. So, and overall, I feel like this is the type of relationship where two people really came together and they put together what it was that they could. And it's like there was just a lot of, like, how do I say, there was a lot of gifting, like a lot of giving each other just whatever you had. And I'm kind of hearing like only being able to do that, or willing to do that for each other. So this was definitely like the person in a past life. I feel like this is the person in a past life that you were probably the most closest to, or one of the people that you were most closest to in a past life or past lives, you know. So that might be why that comfort is there in this relationship overall. But that's what I see for you guys. So very beautiful relationship, and very powerful lesson karmically between the two of you indeed. So if you feel like you knew this person in the past life, and you feel like this connection is significant, and you felt drawn to this pile, this reading is definitely gonna, you know, be for you. And it's gonna kind of be your sign that this relationship is significant. Like, you know, you're not tripping, you were right all along if you suspected that you did know this person in a past life. So that's what I see for you guys who have chosen group number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like today's reading and you'd like to book a personal personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. All of my information for tips and donations will be available down below as well, along with my Amazon deck wish list. And if you like the deck that we used for today's tarot reading, we did use the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck and the Starseed Oracle cards. So these will be available for purchase on my affiliate link down in the description box below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with Star Family. And the bottom of the card says you're part of a team of souls, call in support. So who is this person to you in a past life, and what is the past life's karma associated with this connection? So I feel like in a past life your person was very, very supportive. Okay, they were very supportive of you, very supportive of your decisions, because overall it's like they just always wanted you to do what was best for you, regardless of what that might entail. Okay, so with the Chariot card, I feel like this person, they really saw you. Like, they really saw you for who you are and like the potential that you carry, and it's like they just knew that you were destined for great things. And I feel like they really supported you. They really supported that, you know. And if this is like a romantic connection or romantic situation, I really feel like this person in this lifetime, they really value your independence, and they valued it in your last lifetimes together too, because we have this 9 of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles. So like, I really feel like in past lives this person really taught you about independence, or they taught you lessons about maybe the importance of independence, financial independence, you know. And I feel like in a past life, I'm just gonna say it about you guys, I feel like you guys were really like bosses. Like, you really held it down. You really took care of your own with whatever you had. And I feel like this is something that your person really liked about you. Okay, and also we have the Queen of Swords here and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like the past life vibes between the two of you, like, you know how I said y'all were like bosses. Like, you weren't investing in anything that you knew that you didn't need. You weren't investing in connections that you knew you didn't need. Y'all would have been as cutthroat as possible, but like at the same time y'all were very independent. Not only were you financially or materially independent, you guys were like mentally independent, mentally stable as well, you know. And I feel like your person came in a past life and was like, you know, I just want to, you know, spoil you, I want to invest in you. And it's just like, okay, but like, what are you going to invest in me that I don't already have, you know? And like, looking at these cards, you guys, I can see that that is a trait that you guys still carry in this lifetime, because you guys are coming out like from this lifetime in terms of your past life karma that's rolling over into this lifetime. Y'all are incredibly protective of yourself, and you're incredibly protective of whatever it is that you built specifically for yourself, you know. And so when it comes to you letting your guard down, it's like you refuse to do it unless it's for the right person, and even then you still feel like you got to kind of be on guard, you know. I feel like that's definitely a very karmic thing, because your independence is just very sacred to you. And I feel like y'all are the type of people, it's like you probably came to earth like a million times to learn that lesson about independence. And you guys strike me as a type that's like, I don't need to keep repeating the same lesson over and over again, you know. Once I got it, you know. And so I just feel like this person, they really admire and respect your independence all around in all aspects of your life. And I feel like in a past life, it was like you were what they were wishing for. You were the one that they wanted, because we have the Star here next to the Knight of Cups. And I do feel like you guys probably had a bit of a romantic situation going on in your past life, or this person, they really liked you. Like, they really had this affinity towards you. I hope that I said that right. But, you know, I feel like in this lifetime, you might feel very conflicted about who you let in and who you allow to, and like who you allow yourself to invest in connections with. Because with the 5 of Wands, it's like the minute somebody tries to mess with your independence, or mess with your security, or just mess with anything that you have built, it's gonna be a problem. Like, it's not gonna go over very well is what I'm seeing here. But overall, I just feel like this is somebody who really admires you, but it's like you're going to keep them at an arm's length until you're 100% sure that they're on your level and that they're, you know, exactly what you're looking for. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like the runner-chaser dynamic, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys might view yourself as a bit of a runner or you might have that fear of intimacy because, you know, it's like you're setting yourself up maybe to be a bit vulnerable. It's like you guys kind of try to steer clear of that unless you're like 100% sure, you know. And I feel like you guys still have that energy in you where it's like, I'm not 100% sure. But I definitely feel like this is somebody who was very attracted to you in a past life, like physically, emotionally, energetically, mentally. Like this person, they really did admire you. And I feel like in a past life you were somebody who ticked off all their boxes, and I feel like it's the same in this life, but at the same time it's like you still have this guard up, you know, is what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's not just with this person. I kind of feel like, you know, when it comes to dating in general, or even making new friends in general, it's like you guys are very, very weary, and you will not hesitate to protect yourself, and you will not hesitate to have that guard up, you know. And I feel like there's probably even something in your birth chart that, like maybe like Aries energy or something, or fire sign energy, that makes you feel that way, or that makes that energy come out a little bit more. So it's like you guys you naturally protect yourself. And I feel like that's kind of part of the karma. It's like this person would probably have to learn to be patient with you until you're ready to let that guard down. And I feel like maybe something that you're supposed to learn is it's okay for you to let your guard down as long as it's with the right people. So like that's what I'm getting in terms of like the past life karmic connections. But at the same time, don't be afraid to speak out about maintaining your independence, you know. But yeah, you guys, so that's what I see for you guys for how this person knew you in a past life, and what the past life karma associated with this connection is. Let me know how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. All of my information for tips and donations will also be available down in the description box below. The deck that we use today is the Light Seers Tarot deck, along with the Star Seed Oracle deck. If you'd like to purchase one of these decks for yourself, they will be available on my Amazon affiliate link down below as well. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with star ancestors. And the bottom of the card says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So you guys, who was this person to you in a past life, and what is the past life karma associated with this relationship? Okay, so we start off the reading with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So to me, I feel like this person was like some sort of leader or some sort of teacher in your life. Like they definitely taught you a lot about how to utilize your creativity. We also have the Three of Pentacles here as well, and I'm gonna cover this girl up because she's naked, but we also have the Three of Pentacles here as well. So this is definitely somebody who was like a teacher or a mentor, somebody who encouraged you to utilize your creativity and your creative talents to your advantage. Okay, so this person was definitely a leader of some sort. Okay, and I feel like a lot of people might have looked up to them, but it's like in this case it's like you were their star student, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if in this lifetime the roles kind of switched around, you know. And I feel like this was somebody in a past life, and they might be this way in this life. Like they're brutally honest, you know, and even if it causes like any type of conflict or something, they will definitely give their critiques and say what they have to say, even if that hurts anybody's feelings, even if that hurts your feelings. But at the same time, they still want to encourage you to try new things and go after new things and go after your dreams, and you know, don't question yourself. So like that is like the overall energy that I was getting surrounding the past life energy between the two of you. And with the saying star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Like for example, if this person was like, if you were an artist and this person was like your art teacher or like your mentor or something like that, it's like they would have encouraged you, like, okay, what's the deeper meaning behind this picture that you drew? Or what is the deeper meaning? What's the hidden meaning? You know, and you might have been the student that's like, I don't know. I just made it. I just created. And they're like, okay, we'll do it again. And this time find some meaning, like dig a little deeper. You know, that's what I mean when I say like they would give you critiques or whatever it is that they were doing in their area of teaching or their field or whatever. They would give you critiques, and it would make you better at whatever it is that they were trying to teach you to do. It could have been so many things. It could have been pertaining to religion. It could have been pertaining to spirituality. I'm more so leaning towards like art and creativity and stuff like that. But either way, I feel like this person is like they were a very powerful teacher. And so I also am hearing unconventional. So some of their teaching methods might have been a bit unconventional, but it's like they made a lot of good students, you know? And I wouldn't be surprised if in this lifetime, it's like the roles might be reversed, you know? And in this situation, it's like you're the one that gets to be the teacher, or you're the one that gets to teach this person in unconventional methods and unconventional ways, you know? So I feel like this is like definitely a connection where two people are learning from one another in different lifetimes. So I definitely feel like just overall, it's like you guys both taught a lot to one another in other lives, but in this life especially, I'm feeling like part of the past life karma that's being rolled around, or that is rolling around in this lifetime. It's like with the Five of Wands, it's like certain conflicts are supposed to be smoothed over, certain lessons are supposed to be smoothed over, so it's like you can be at peace with whatever past life karma is there between the two of you. Because the Five of Wands came out reversed. The upright, this is normally about conflict, but in the reverse, this is about peacemaking. So I feel like there's a need for you to make some sort of peace with this person, especially if you're on bad terms with this person. I don't know if y'all heard of Dolores Cannon, but I remember I was watching one of her videos on one of her teachings, and she was basically saying that like certain diseases and like physical ailments are a result of holding on to anger, trauma, fear, things like that have hurt you in your past. They can literally make you sick or mentally unwell. And so with the Eight of Swords, I feel like another lesson that is being taught here is that it really is rewarding to get out of your comfort zone, okay? And I feel like this person, if you're still in contact with them, I do feel like this is the type of person that will always encourage you to be the best that you can be. And the Four of Pentacles, it can be about, you know, kind of being a little bored in life, not being where it is that you want to be, and also like keeping a lot of stuff to yourself. But I feel like one powerful message that's coming through about this connection is this, like, it's teaching you that even if you can't see your success, or you can't see the path to success and where it's taking you, with the Ten of Pentacles, as long as you have that faith that you'll still get there and you have the right mindset, you will receive the financial abundance and the material security that you are looking for, or whatever security means to you. And so I feel like a lot of that might have come out in like the creations that you had, like that this person had taught you about, like, because like I said, I was getting more of like a teacher type vibe, or like mentor student type of energy, like, but when it comes to the relationship between the two of you. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of these teachings were to, or a lot of their teachings were to kind of encourage you to work your way out of the mindset of lack and get yourself out of your comfort zone. Because like I said, your comfort zone is not necessarily always going to be your happy place. And I feel like this person, they might have said some things to you in a past life that might have had you like, who are you talking to? Or like, you know, you didn't have to say it like that, but at the end of the day, it's like it led you here. It led you to that stability that you were looking for. I also feel like it's possible y'all could be dating in this life, because we have this Ace of Cups. This is like the energy of like new love. So if you feel that familiarity between you and this person, I definitely feel like it's because this person is was like a mentor or a teacher or something to you in a past life, or maybe some sort of superior. Basically somebody that you looked up to, you know. And the roles, like I said, it's very possible that the roles could be reversed in this lifetime. But if this person is always trying to teach you things or trying to educate you on different subjects, you know, just know it's probably because this was something that they were doing in a past life. They could even be a teacher in this life, you know. So that's what I see for you guys, for what kind of relationship you had with this person in the past life, and what your past life karma between the two of you is. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. All of my information for tips and donations will also be available down below as well. And if you like the deck that we used for today's tarot reading, we did use the Modern Witch tarot deck. and the Starseed Oracle cards. So these will be available for purchase down on my affiliate link below. Check that out if you're interested in purchasing your own deck. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with I'm Sorry. And the bottom of the card says defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So you guys, how did you know this person in a past life, and what is the past life karma that you have associated with this connection? So we start off the reading with the Princess of Pentacles and the World card. So this is what leads me to believe that this was a connection of growth and evolution, especially like mentally and spiritually. I feel like this person, like, you guys have been through a lot in past lives together, and I definitely feel like this is like a soulmate / twin flame connection that you guys have going on, because we have the Two of Cups. This is the only pile that the Two of Cups came out for. So this is definitely your sign. Like, you definitely did know your person in a past life, and there was definitely a lot of love there. Okay, so this could have been like you were with this person in a past life, and maybe it didn't necessarily fully work out, but you still took a lot from this connection. And it's like part of your past life karma is, I feel like, one, being able to see beyond like the veil of illusion. So I feel like this is like a very spiritual connection that you guys have with this person, and I feel like there's definitely like a lot of shadow work that you guys do both apart and together, especially if you guys find yourself in a separation cycle basically. And with the Nine of Wands, it's like I feel like this person is teaching you, like, it's okay for you to have your guard up, but not from a place of illusion, you know, from a place of intuition, basically. So this is like probably the most intense pile spiritually, but this relationship in past lives and in this life, it's to teach you to be empowered, to be in your divine feminine energy, because I feel like you guys, lifetime wise, you have evolved from this Princess of Pentacles, you know, that's like, hey, you know, I'm here, I might not have a lot to give, but you know, I'm here, to this Queen of Wands that's like, that energy is just like, I'm that bitch, okay? And I feel like this is the way in which you guys kind of prompt one another to grow and evolve together. So I definitely feel like, you know, it's part of you guys' life purpose to grow and evolve together. With the Judgment card, this was a very eye-opening connection. It's like, I feel like in past lives, you guys were constantly maybe forced to adapt to change, or really forced to see the bigger picture, even during times where you wanted to stay in a place of illusion, or a place that might not have been the healthiest for you. And not only that, but with the Two of Wands, I can see here that you guys, no matter what, like, even if you guys separate, or you know, go periods of time without talking or in contact, you're still on the exact same, if not a very, very similar path. It's like the universe always finds a way to put this person back in front of you, you know? And I wouldn't be surprised if you or this person had this runner chaser dynamic, because that's not uncommon with this Two of Cups. But I feel like with the I'm Sorry card, and it says defenselessness, righting past wrongs, so I feel like, you know, there might be some karmic lessons here that you both came here or reincarnated again to kind of teach one another, you know. And like it's how it says righting past wrongs, I'm getting that type of energy, you know. It's like you guys are both put here to learn from one another, and also to trust in your intuition, you know, because like I said, it's okay for you to have your guard up, and it's okay for you to feel like you have to protect yourself and to be spiritually and energetically protected, but not from a place of illusion and lack of clarity. You want to do this from a place of intuition and just doing it because you know it's what's right for you, you know it's what's best for you. And I feel like some of you guys might kind of need to learn not necessarily to have your guard up towards this person, but to maintain that unconditional love between the two of you, that it's really deep, you guys, like that goes beyond space and time, okay? And so if this is your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, you feel this energy, you connect to what it is that I'm saying. And I feel like you guys have this very spiritual connection to one another that I feel like really can't be broken or severed unless you both are really ready for that, if that makes sense. So I feel like you guys, if you chose this pile, I feel like you definitely still feel very much connected to this person in some way, shape, or form, even if you guys are not talking. And I also feel like this could be a sign that there might be a need for like some sort of karmic reconciliation between the two of you in order for you guys to move on or even grow together, you know, because I do feel like this has the potential to be a very healthy and long-lasting relationship if that is what you want, like if that is what you intend to have with this person. But there might be a need for you both to do shadow work on your own for a little while, and I hope that that gives you some sort of encouragement or clarity, like, you know, if you're, you know, really upset or about being in separation. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys might need to understand, like, in this lifetime, when you're really meant to be with somebody, choosing to do the work on yourself will inevitably affect them too. It will create that ripple effect, you know, in a multitude of different ways. So, you know, if you're doing the work on yourself, you're doing the work on your twin flame or your soulmate, but you still want to make sure you prioritize doing that for yourself. And I feel like that's a very powerful lesson that you guys are going to be learning in this lifetime with your person. I definitely feel like you guys were our past life loves for sure. So at the very least. So that's what I have for you guys, for all of my people who have chosen group number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. All of my information for tips and donations will also be available in the description box below as well, you guys. And if you're interested in purchasing the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Mystic Mondays tarot deck as well as the Starseed Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, I believe. So yeah, those will be available for purchase on my affiliate link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.